Hey guys, neighborhood picks, like and subscribe. What a week two, man! We're starting to get a little identity in the season, and there's a couple things I'm hot about, and a few things I want to get off my chest before we get going with other people and analysis and going back to bets and props. I want to go in reverse. Last night I got crushed. I was so wrong about Minnesota. I thought Minnesota was going to take care of Philly. Philly looked like Super Bowl contenders. Jalen Hurts looks like he's more than ready for everything that comes his way. Dallas Goedert's a solid tight end with Brown opening things up and Smith. The defense looks good. And that's one game I'm going to say. Don't think Minnesota's as bad as they are and Philadelphia's as good as they looked because styles make fights, and for some reason they kick their ass. And we'll see Minnesota play a top team next week or the week after and beat them. And unless Philly goes 17-0, you're going to see Philly play a weird team and lose because that's the NFL and that's betting. So be careful. But as of last night, Philly looked great and Minnesota had nothing. I got lucky and won a fantasy matchup. I had Diggs. The guy I was playing against had Jefferson and Allen, but I canceled everything out because everything Diggs caught in the end zone was from Allen. So I zinged them out, and I ended up winning my matchups, except for the one league, my producer T. Rich's league. I put up a real high score. Got Cooper Kupp, all these guys. I even put 2 Band-Aids on my team. I put Jacoby Myers, was my bet of the week. He was over 3.5 catches. I bumped him up to 6, and with the Patriots, same game parlay. Caught 9 balls for 97, so the bet of the week went in. C. Rich, shout out to you. Your bet of the week went in with Brees Hall catching a touchdown. And speaking of the Jets, man, I'm so happy for them in the hometown teams. Jets came back. Garrett Wilson looks like a number 1 receiver. He looks like he might be the best. I was talking to my buddies all summer. I was like, dude, I got to study the 8 receivers close. The first round, the 8 receivers weren't in the first round. I'm like, I got to study this, see which one's the best. I didn't think it was going to be Garrett Wilson, but he might be the best. Drake London looked good. Olave put up a quiet 5 for 85. And Denver, fucking pissing me off, Denver. I'm going to fucking DM John Elway soon. They're pissing me off. They almost lost to Houston. I almost broke the TV. Denver had the ball, 1st and goal from the 1, and they had Russ cooking in the shotgun. They did 3 passes from the 1 instead of giving it to the horse, Javonte, my boy, that I got on every team that I own in fantasy. I love him. He's my favorite back. Javonte Williams, 15 carries, 75 yards. Last time I checked, that's 5 yards a carry. He's Nick Chubb if you let him go. All right? Denver's got to run Javonte 15 like he had or more. And they can run Gordon 10, but I'd give Javonte 20, 23. Give Gordon 8. Javonte's that good. But they got by. KC, man, those odds makers are good, aren't they, in the beginning of the week? They were 4-point favorite. They won by 3. So if you had the Chargers, you're covered. But Detroit looks good. Ramen noodles, St. Brown. I call him ramen noodles because 3 minutes into the day, he's cooking. He's the microwave. That's his nickname, the microwave. Ramen noodles, St. Brown. Love him. Some guy was coming out making fun of me because I was showing Quinn Hornets' team how he's had such a great team. He's got Adams, Jefferson. He's got ramen noodles, St. Brown. He's like, oh, somebody came in my shit. What are you in a 6-team league? No. Well, I'm the one. I had the last pick in the league. I could have taken Adams, but I went with Stephon Diggs. And it just so happened that I had Diggs against my friend that had Adams, and I ended up dropping a 47 burger on him. No, and this is not against you, Hornish. This is talking to my man here who thinks he knows it all. Because, listen, if you ever get in a room with people and they're telling you they're experts and they know everything, run. You don't know anything. I don't know anything. That's the beauty of sports. Every fucking week, I watch sports, and I see something I've never seen happen before. I saw a punter in a college game this week. He caught the punt. He as he was going to punt, a guy was flying about to block it. He just calmly, has stopped. The guy flew by him, and then he kicked. But I never saw a punter do that in my life. He caught the ball, the guy was coming, he stopped, and then he took a nice fucking calm step and kicked it. But it was like, football, you see everything. The Saints, they played Tommy Boy tough. Tommy broke a fucking iPad. It was crazy, but they ended up winning. You know what I'm starting to see about Brady? You don't see Mahomes get like that. You don't see Herbert get like that. You don't see Allen get like that. You don't see Lamar get like that. Brady is 45. I know he's the GOAT, but he's starting to remind me of that old grumpy man who can't take the fucking kids. Easy, Tom. You're yelling. He's losing his shit all the time. He's starting to seem like that old dude that has like the no patience, like the rotten old man. But he's still the GOAT. But the Giants are 2-0. We just beat Wide Body Baker. Life is good. We got the Cowboys coming in to our place Monday night. We got Dallas with the backup quarterback. We could definitely beat Dallas. They could beat us. But the Giants got a shot at 3-0. Saquon looks good. In my leagues, the league I won, my first draft pick was Diggs. The other league I won, it was my Jefferson team. And I lost with one of my Jefferson teams. And I ended up doing decent. I won. I've never been in 4 leagues, but since the neighborhood picks, I'm in 4 leagues this year, which is way more than I should be in. Oh, and I won another one, my Jefferson league. I was supposed to win by 100. They projected me, and I won one like 23 to 122. I barely won. I had Jefferson, I had Goddard going, and this guy was done. And my projections all fell so low, I won by like 2 points. So I got lucky. I got lucky this week. I put up 2 terrible scores and got the win. And then one league I put up a high score and got the loss. So that's the fun of fantasy. You never know. But listen, I'm gonna do a segment tomorrow with T Rich. I'm gonna do statements, true or false. The Colts are in trouble, and I want him to answer true or false. He's a Colts fan. Are the Colts in trouble? I've seen the Giants go 0-2 and win the Super Bowl. I know the odds are against you, but are the Colts in big trouble? Is Jacksonville a new team this year? Because they look kind of good. And who was I promoting last year all season? Season 1 of Neighborhood Picks last year. My favorite undercover receiver, other than T. Higgins, who wasn't so undercover. Christian Kirk. Well, he signed to Jacksonville, and he's tearing shit up. So my mom actually picked him in the league because she knows how much I love Christian Kirk. She drafted him. I'm like, Ma, whoa. I'm like, he's in a new system. It doesn't always pan out. She's like, no, Johnny. I watched Kirk after you said I like him. She's got a good eye for talent, too. God bless her. Baltimore, Miami. Oh, my God. Listen, when a guy throws for 460 and 6, don't go on the panel as a paid announcer and say, I'm still not sold. Tua, when I was watching him in college, I remember the announcers during the game saying he's a generational quarterback. If his hip is okay, he should be great. So I don't know why everybody has no confidence in him now, because when he was at his best, Jalen Hurts was backing him up. And look how good Jalen Hurts looks. So the NFL is starting to get its identity. The Rams look a little shaky. They beat the Falcons, but they look a little shaky. The Niners, what's a better story than that? Trey Lance, we want Trey Lance. He's our guy. Jimmy G, take a walk, take a hike. Jimmy G, classy about it. All right, they tried to trade him. They couldn't. So they're like, all right, Jimmy, you come back, sit on the sideline. Trey Lance gets hurt for the year. That's sports. You couldn't write drama like that. I feel so bad for the kid. But now the quarterback that they didn't even want, they were dying to get rid of him, is the quarterback on the Niners, who have a team that's built ready to win for the playoffs now. So Jimmy G can end up winning a Super Bowl. Imagine if Jimmy G won a Super Bowl when he wasn't even wanted at the beginning of the year. That might be a greater story than the Kurt Warner story when Trent Green went down and Warner came in and they won the Super Bowl. That might even top that because they didn't even want Jimmy G. Cincinnati looks shaky. Burrows is getting sacked too much. They could go right to mediocre, guys. Be careful betting the Bengals and all that shit. Denver, I told you they got to run more. The Raiders, Arizona, that's a wacky game. I think the Raiders will be fine, and Arizona will be up and down all year. Kyler Murray is better improvising than he is in script. That's not a good recipe for consistency. So I'm worried about that still. Um, Green Bay, ugly game, nothing to write home about, except Aaron Jones looked explosive. Um, but Green Bay took care of business. Uh, and Buffalo really took care of business. Buffalo looks like the Super Bowl favorites right now. They look good. But I just wanted to recap week 2, get it in, because I love putting out content all the time and I want everything to grow because we do our live streams Sunday mornings. Everybody, we're all together and we have a lot of fun. So my name is John. This is Neighborhood Picks. I'm here to bring people up, have fun, enjoy the experience, and you know you're getting your information from an accurate sports lifer. This is not just something I'm doing to try to do make something on YouTube. I just talk sports anyway as a hobby, and I decided to just bring it to life. And it's a great way. I've reconnected with hundreds of friends throughout my life because it's impossible for us to see each other. But through here, they're listening to me on their car ride home from work or to work. I'll get a text from a dear friend from years ago that I don't see much, and I'm in contact with so many of yous that's why I do the channel, to stay connected with all you guys, my friends, meet new people now that we're growing. I said last year, I just got my year anniversary. I said last year I'll be happy. I don't give a shit if it's 30, but I want 300 of us because I had that in my mind. I didn't even know you had to get to 1,000 to get monetized and this and that. Now we're almost coming up on 500, and the hours are going good, and I'm just having such a blast that I hope you can share this and get as many people in as possible because we go sports hard all year. We don't hold back. I got nobody sanctioning me. I don't work for ESPN. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I could really get into the nitty gritty with sports, and I know my shit. So my name is Nooch. Neighborhood Picks. Like and subscribe. That was week 2 recap. Peace.